Hi guys, today I'm covering the final test F019A for the pre-algebra course CSTM 0120 at Baruch College. My goal is not to show you all the tricks and tips, my goal is to do this test as fast as I can. Normally, you're given 2 hours for a final, but I will do it much faster. If you would like to learn all the tricks and tips and get detailed solutions to ace your math final at Baruch College, please click the link in the video description below. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and like our video. So let's do this. Alright, so first question, factor x squared minus 9, x squared minus 64x, and we need to figure out which one of the following is not a factor. So I'm just using the difference of squares, x minus 3, x plus 3 for the first one. For the second one, it's x times x minus 64. So x minus 64 is a factor, x is a factor, x plus 3 is a factor, x minus 3 is a factor. The answer is D. Next, completely factor the following. So here I'm looking at x to the 6th, x to the 5th, x to the 4th. Again, my goal is not to show the tricks, I'm just doing it as fast as I can. So x to the 4th, 315x squared plus 18x minus 9. I'm also aware that all of these guys could be factors of 9. Again, that's a great trick here. So if I divide 315 by 9, I get 35x squared plus 2x minus 1. Now I absolutely have to use the quadratic equation. Minus 2 plus minus square root of 4 squared plus 1, 140 over 70, which is minus 2 plus minus 12 over 70. Again, I'm skipping lots of steps here. So it's 10 over 70, which is 1 over 7, or negative 14 over 70, which is negative 1/5. So my whole thing is 9x to the 4th times 35 times x minus 1 over 7 times x plus 1/5. And then I gotta multiply the 35 in here. So it's 9x to the 4th times 7x minus 1 times 5x plus 1. Completely factored it. So one of the factors, 5x plus 1, 7x minus 1, C. 7x minus 1, C. Next, what is the greatest common factor? Alright, so this is actually super simple. So for the x's, it's x cubed. For the y's, it's y squared. X cubed, y squared. X cubed, y squared. Chances I'd say, but let me just double check that it's 8. So 16 and 72. So here I got 8 times 2. Here I got 8 times 9. So clearly, yes, the answer is A. Next, factor this guy and one of the factors. Again, I'm afraid I have to use quadratic equation. So here it's 47 squared minus 6 times 4 times 35. That's my discriminant. All right, so 47 squared. Let me just do the long multiplication. Well, actually, so here 24 and 35. So 24 multiplied by 35. That's equal to 700 plus how much? 140. So it's 840. All right, good. 47 squared. I'll do the trick here just because I don't want to use a calculator. So it's 40 squared plus 8560 plus 49. So that's 609 and that's 1600. So it's 2209 minus 840. All right, so that's going to be 9, 6, and 13. 1369. So 1369. Since this is 9, I'm thinking that it's like really 37. So let me just double check. 37 multiplied by 37. So it's 9 times 2 here. So 21, 23, 1 and 2, so 10. And yes, it is. Is it? 3, 1, 40. Yes, I think it is. 9. All right, moving on. So here we need to factor 6x squared minus 47x plus 35. We have to use the quadratic equation. All right, so let's do for the discriminant first, which is b squared minus 40c. So it's 47 minus 47 squared minus 6 times 4 times 35. So this is 24. So 24 multiplied by 35 is equal to 700 plus 140. So that's 840. All right. Now, 47 squared. So I got to use the trick right here. So 40 plus 7 squared is equal to 1600 plus 560. plus 49. So that's equal to 2209. And then 2209 minus 840. That's equal 9613, right? All right, good. So this is 9, so chances are it's 7, and it's 30, so it's 37. All right, so let's go. So x12 equals 47. Again, guys, I'm skipping so many steps right here. My goal is just to do it really, really fast. X1 is equal to 84 over 12 is equal to 7. X2 is equal to 10 over 12. If you know those tricks that I'm using, this test is going to be a joke. All right, so it's going to be 6 times x minus 7 multiplied by x minus 5 over 6. I'm multiplying 6 in here, so it's x minus 7 times 6x minus 5. One of the factors. So it's x minus 7, c. Great. Factor the following, and which of the following is not a factor? All right, so for the first one right here, I'll just say it's equal to x minus 5 times x plus 1. All right. Now this dude right here, it is equal to x plus 2 times x minus 1. All right, so x minus 5 out, x plus 2 out, x minus 1 out, x plus 1 out. It's x minus 2. A. Next. Give the function. Find f of negative 8. Super simple. 3 times negative 8 squared minus 2 times negative 8 plus 6. So 3 times 64 plus 16 plus 6. This is 22. This is 192. 192 into 22 is 214. D. Next. Solve 10x squared minus 3 is equal to 13x. Solutions. All right, so let's move everything to one side. 10x squared minus 13x minus 3 equals 0. Quadratic equation. If you know quadratic equation, you know everything. 13 squared plus 10 times 3 times 4. That's 169 times plus 120. That's 289, which is 17 squared. 13 plus minus 17 over 20. So the first one is 30 over 20. The second one is minus 4 over 20. So that's 3/2. And this is negative 1/5. These are the two answers we got. It is clearly B. Find the least common denominator. Least common denominator. All right, so we have to factor both. 12y minus 30. So let's go 6. That's 2y minus 5. Great. Cannot factor this more. Now 30y minus 75. Let's do 15, right? So that's 2y minus 5 as well. Bingo. So it's 2y minus 5. So 2y minus 5 is common. B's out. D's out. This dude is out. Some crazy stuff right here. So it's either A or E. I mean, we can already see that it's E, but let's just double check. So that's 2 times 3 times 2y minus 5. This one is 5 times 3 times 2y minus 5. So I'm taking this guy, and then I'm taking 2 and 5. So 2 times 3 times 5 times 2y minus 5. That's equal to 30. 2y minus 5. The answer is E. All right, next. Try to do this as fast as I can. Add and write your answer in lowest possible terms. I would simplify it first. So here for the first one, 72 n minus 45. Well, what, 9? It is 9. Yes, 8n minus 5. Great. Plus 2n minus 7. And since it's probably going to be 8n minus 5, guys, right? Because they don't want to make it too difficult for us. So it's probably going to be 7, and it is 7. Yes, 56 minus 35. Good. So I'm multiplying this by 7 over 7. I multiply this by 9 over 9. So 35 plus 18n minus 63 over 7 times 9 times 8n minus 5. So this is equal to 18n minus 28 over 63 8n minus 5. All right. So which one it is? E. I don't know how these guys are even, like, B and D are even there. Anyways, solve. I love these. These are easy. 3 equals 5 plus 9 t minus 1. Skipping so many steps. Plus 5 is equal to 9t minus 9. Part of my writing. Sorry, messed it up. 3 equals 5 plus 9t minus 9. Here we go. So now, 9t equals 3 minus 5 plus 9. 9t equals 7. T is equal to 7 over 9b. B as a Bob. Simplify. Write in lowest terms to reduce. Simple. The top one is 11. 3x minus 5. The bottom one is 11. 5 minus 7x. I can cancel the 11s. So this is 3x minus 5 over 5 minus 7x. Very straightforward. One of the simplest problems on the test. Multiply. All right, and then simplify. All right, so let me just start with this first right here. So I'm factoring the 5, t plus 3. On the bottom, I'm factoring the 3. That's t plus 5. Beautiful. Now this one, I'm factoring 15. That's t plus 5. I can cancel it out immediately. And then t plus 75. So I can cancel this. I can cancel that. If I'm canceling the 3, I'll be left with 5. So this is 25 multiplied by t plus 3 over t plus 75b. B, proud number. Divide, same thingy. So the first one, let me start here first. This is m plus 1, that's a quadratic equation, but very simple, times m plus 7 over m plus 1 times m plus 2. I can cancel the m's. Then I'm flipping the guy. So basically here it's just m squared minus 4 over m squared minus 49, right? So boom. So that's m minus 2 times m plus 2, the difference of squares, over m minus 7 times m plus 7. Alright, so m plus 2 is gone, m plus 7 is gone. I'm left with m minus 2 over m minus 7, d. If you know your quadratics, you gotta rock this test. Now, write in lowest possible terms. Alright, good. So 7 over, I would start pretty much factoring immediately. 4 times 5 times u to the 7 plus 8 all over 9 times 5 times u to the 4th. Alright, so I can see that this guy needs u to the 4th, u to the 3rd, u to the 3rd. Alright, let me just take this into steps, right? So 7 over 4 times 5 u to the 7 plus 8 u to the 3rd over 9 times 5 times u to the 7. So this is 9, this is 4. So I need to multiply this by 9. I need to multiply this by 4. So it's 63 plus 32 u to the 3rd over, and here I have 4 times 5 times 9 u to the 7. So my bottom is 180 u to the 7. My top is 63 plus 32 u to the 3rd. Alright, so that is E. Great. We're almost done. Halfway through. Simplify the complex fractions. Alright, so what I would do right away, that's a trick actually I'm going to share with you because I have to do this anyways myself. 3m plus 27 over 3m cubed. And then here I'm doing the division sign. 2m plus 18 over m plus 8. And then I flip like a pro. So 3m plus 27 over 3m to the 3rd multiplied by m cubed, m to the 8th multiplication, over 2m plus 18. Alright, so the top is 3 times m plus 9 times m to the 8th over 3m cubed times 2 times m plus 9. Factor in as fast as I can. Boom, boom, 3, 3. This is m to the 5th. So it's m to the 5th over 2a. Find the slope. Boom, 2 lines. 2 points. This is so easy. So first of all, slope 3 minus 10 plus 10 over minus 13 minus 2 equals 13 over minus 15. C. Took me one equation. Should take you two. Find the slope of this line. Easier than easy. Move everything to one side but y, right? So let me just move this guy here. So 19x minus 17 equals 5y. Divide by 5. Y equals 19 over 5. X minus 17. So it's 19 over 5 is my slope. D. Next, find the slope of the straight line. Well, guys, this is just 4 right here. B. Alright? No actions done. Find the equation of the straight line that passes through 5, 7 and a slope of... Okay, so magical equation. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So y minus 7 equals minus 4 times x minus 5. If you are pretty much, if the test is tomorrow, just know your slopes, know your lines, and know your quadratics. And all that stuff could be found on our website as well. Minus 4x plus 27. So clearly, none of these guys work. I do not see a single one that works like that, because they want us to move x's and y's to one side. So let me just move x to this side. So y plus 4x. They try to make it so confusing for no reason. So y plus 4x equals 27, and it's b, right? So always look at the answers. The equations 3x minus 5y equals negative 8. Y are what? All right, so let me solve for y. So this one is already, so the first one, y equals negative 5/3 x plus 7. That's great. The second one here, I'll just say 3x minus 5y equals negative 8. I'll move 3x plus 8 equals 5y. Y equals 3/5 x plus 8 over 5, right? So my slope is negative 5/3 right here, and my slope is 3/5. Those are negative reciprocals of each other. C, perpendicular lines. Find the x-intercept of the straight line. 2x plus 5y is equal to negative 7. Y-intercept happens when y is equal to 0. 2x is equal to negative 7. X is equal to negative 7/2 e. Next. Guys, we're almost done. All right, so word problems, hate them. So do you, but we have to do them. The first faucet, okay, can fill the sink in 6 seconds. 6 seconds. So the speed is 1/6 for the first one. The second can sink it in 13 seconds. All right. Now, the drain can empty a full sink in 7 seconds. Assuming no water is being added, if both faucets are open and the drain is not stopped, how many seconds will it take to fill the sink? So, it's 1/6 plus 1/13 minus 1/7. Alright, and that has to be multiplied by x, and that has to be equal to 1. And we have to solve this stupid equation. So, let's do the butterfly method first. So, it's 13 plus 6/78 minus 1/7. Alright, so that's equal to 19/78 minus 1/7. Let's do the butterfly again. So this one is a little bit more complicated. 770 133 minus 78 all over this crazy 78 times 7. So that is 8055 over some crazy number. 78 times 7. X equals 1. So what is x? X is therefore 78 times 7 over 55. I'm looking at the denominator. It's b. I don't even have to multiply the top. Alright, the product of two integers is 30. The product of two integers, so x times y is equal to 30. Now the larger, say x is the larger, is 3 less than 9 times the smaller. So x equals, x is the largest, right? So yes, x is the largest, right? So it's equal to 9y. Oh, we say the small integer is x. Okay, the small integer is x, fine. So y is the largest is equal to 9x minus 3. And we need to write the equation. So it's x multiplied by 9x minus 3 is equal to 30. Which one is that? C. Next, the current. Okay, love these problems. At a rate of 10 miles per hour, if x represents the speed of a boat, okay, and it is downstream. So the speed of the boat is x, the river itself is 10, it's downstream, multiplied by t is equal to time 197. So t equals 197 over x plus 10 e. Hope you guys are enjoying this. All right, solve the system. No multiple choices anymore. No multiple choices. Solve the system by using the addition method. So 3x minus 2y is equal to negative 5. 5x plus 7y is equal to 33. So you multiply this by 5, you multiply this by 3. So here we get 15x minus 10y equals negative 25. Here we got 15x plus 21y is equal to 99. All right, I gotta subtract down from the bottom, so it's equal to 31y equals 99 plus 25. That is 124. So y is equal to 4. Boom. And then let me just plug it into the top one. So 3x minus 2 times 4 is equal to minus 5. 3x is equal to 3. Therefore, x is equal to 1. So it's 1 comma 4. Bingo. That's my answer. Next, solve by substitution. Okay. So for the first one, what I would do, I would just solve x equal 9y minus 44. And then 3 times 9y minus 44. Yep, minus 4y is equal to negative 40. Alright, so let me just multiply it out. So 27y minus 132 minus 4y is equal to minus 40. So it's 23y is equal to 92. So y is equal to 4. Boom. And then I'm just plugging it in here to get x. So x equal 36 minus 44 is equal to minus 8. So my answer is negative 8 comma 4. Next, graphing questions. Graph 3x plus 2y. All right, so what I would do is this. I would solve for, well, I need 2 points. That's the first thing that we all need to realize, right? So let me just like, okay, whatever. It's pretty straight. Actually, let me erase this. Okay, let me erase it for the sake of making it more beautiful. And I'll probably use a different color, more visible. Let's assume orange. Orange is more visible. All right. Good. Okay, cool. So here, 3x plus 2y is equal to 12. What I would do is I would say, okay, x equals 0. In this situation, 2y is equal to 12, so y is equal to 6. So my point is 0, 6. 0, 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here. My second point, y is equal to 0. So 3x equals 12. So x equals 4. So it's 4 comma 0 right here. So that's my, I mean, I'll try to draw the straight line right here, but you guys have a ruler. Boom, something like that. Next, 3y is greater than 15. Again, xy, xy. So it means that y is greater than or equal to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. And since it's greater than or equal to, has to pretty much take this whole thing. All right. And that's the final one. Graph x equals 2y. Here's a trick. Solve for y. Y is equal to x over 2. So that's the first point. When x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. That's the point. All right. So I'll just graph it like that. Something like that. Right? So again, if you know your quadratics, if you know just a couple of things, you will be doing really, really well. Thank you so much for watching. My goal was not to show you all the tricks and tips. My goal was just to do this test as fast as I can. If you would like to learn all the tricks and tips and get detailed solutions to ace your math final at Baruch College, please click the link in the video description below. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and like our video. Thank you. Bye-bye.